Welcome to the Black Lincoln Collective, episode 97. Do it.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Hey, I saw the web page, our web page,
Yeah.
and you have the picture of Freddy.
What did I changed it like not that long ago.
They look like in 3D. They have the lines.
Yeah. Is that right? Is it bad? I don't know.
No, it was funny.
Your host, Archer.
No.
Now I gotta see it.
Yeah, it was good. It was
Featuring
it's a
the
good.
sound of
It was
Red
good.
And also Helen on the board.
I fucked up my picture, but that's okay. I don't have any pictures of myself.
Yeah, Parker had like a prison picture of himself.
Yeah, pretty much.
And now, let's start the damn show.
They stole that shit too. Welcome, one and all, to the 97th edition of the Black Lincoln Collective podcast, the only podcast that you're listening to at this very moment. We're so glad. Could they listen to it one time? I don't fucking know. Maybe. I hope so.
Baby.
We're so glad you joined us. We do appreciate your support so much as we push to episode number 100. You can keep up with us at what now?
Our support.
Yes, our support.
Our support.
Ass support.
That's a
That's what we need. This show needs more ass support.
Yeah.
Our support.
just like my jeans, they need more ass support. Anyway, you can keep up with us at blcpodcast.com. Please like us. Please drop us a like on and a follow on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and our TikTok, which is updated once every fortnight. We also have a Patreon, which is patreon.com/BLC World, and we are, of course, brought to you on the Pop Culture Pros Network. Alan fixed it, sort of.
Popcorn Pro.
Check them out. You don't have to put the HTTPS. People know that, Alan. That's check them out at popculturepros.com and https://www.popculturepros.com.
Well, the S is for it's secure.
It's secure.
It's secure.
If you were on the fence about visiting, know that it is secure.
It's not gonna steal your information
Maybe it will. I don't know.
unless you give it to them.
Stole ours. They stole our
Willingly.
podcast like that. Mike and Jeff and Steve or whatever their fucking names are. I do listen to that. So if you're listening to this, great job, guys. Please let me introduce the only man who has won back-to-back state long junk meets. It's Fred.
long
Junk instead of long jump. So it's like your wiener.
My meat is
Wiener
long
joke,
jump.
Fred.
That's a wiener joke. Speaking
Hilarious.
of wieners, let's welcome Alan.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, gentlemen.
Gentlemen.
Got to start off the show tonight because
What
it is a national holiday, federal holiday.
No,
Even though Alan complained that he and I'm probably not a lot of people, get the day off, and that's a bummer.
y'all
But it's
do?
Juneteenth.
No.
Oh hell no! I didn't think so either.
You didn't get the day off, did you?
I know I ain't getting the day off. No,
Do you feel okay, Fred? And let me. I'll just
I'm
be honest.
slighted. I feel.
Let me just.
slighted.
No. Do you feel okay? Do you feel like for Juneteenth? Okay, and I'm not. I'm not making fun of this. I'm just asking a question. All right, hopefully in a funny manner.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's a day that like only people of color should get off, and like white people
No.
should have to work that day,
No,
even
that's,
out?
That's America's true Independence Day.
I know.
You
No,
know
I
what
agree
I'm
with
saying?
that. I agree with that.
I think everybody should get the day off. I don't
The
think
July
nobody
4th
should work.
It's America's
I think-
true Independence Day.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That was the first day the whole place was free.
Yeah, like
Oh,
everybody,
okay.
everybody in the country. You know what I'm saying? Like the Union Army rode into town like 5 months after Abraham
Right.
Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation, and let the black people know in that town that their slavery was abolished.
Let my people
So
go.
they were like the last ones to know.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So was Abraham
So-
Lincoln alive when that happened, or he already had been shot?
I don't know.
Good question.
I mean, he's
Let's
dead
go to
now.
our-
And that's all that matters.
Our resident Lincoln
Let's ask the black
historian,
Lincoln himself.
Black Lincoln
Lincoln
Collective
Collective.
historian.
Hold on. We'll ask. Was it Gorthar or something like that? What was his name?
Yeah. Borag or
I don't remember
Borax.
anymore. I feel bad. He's probably gonna be pretty pissed at us.
Yeah, he's like, "You only brother for me." I've been in the basement a long time, and you guys don't remember. That's a good Gorlax. Gorlax. Yeah, Gorlax.
So United States President Abraham Lincoln, because Alan likes to put in extra shit, announced the Emancipation Proclamation on September 22nd, 1862.
1862. Yeah.
He died.
That's when he died. Like
he died on April 15th,
April 15th,
1865.
yeah, 1865. Yeah.
And the first Juneteenth was July. June 19th.
June 19th. Yeah.
1865.
18.
So it didn't quite make it.
Yeah.
No. So he didn't get
2 months, 4 days.
Sucks, man. He didn't get to.
He didn't even get. Do you feel like he'd have wilded out on? They'd be like, Lincoln's just stepping to it. That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
The hole in his stovetop hat.
New teeth.
Pull out a rabbit.
That shit would have been a holiday for sure then.
Yeah.
But Fred, so in order, and again, this is just for informational purposes. In order to kind of shed some light on, how slavery has affected our lives to this very day.
Right.
I found a list of, and we're not going to read all 30 of these, but 30 phrases, and maybe we will be the whole fucking show. We don't have to do anything else.
Time, right?
just race this fucking show.
We got a lot of time to kill, baby.
Race this thing till the end.
8 minutes in.
The most racist show ever. That's how we get canceled. They'd be like, the Juneteenth show of the Black Lincoln Collective was the most racist show in the history of podcasts.
We're just talking about racism.
Yeah, people love it.
Well, I can dig it. They must love it because that shit won't fucking die.
It won't die. No, that's true.
That shit will not
people hold on,
die,
man. Well, it's crazy because we're talking 1865, so we're not even talking like 200 years ago. So you're theoretically, if you're, let's say you were like 90 or whatever,
right?
Like or somewhere,
you had a great grandparent.
You could have known. Yeah, your mom could have been born around that time.
Right. You knew.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
We had a slave in my family. That'd be crazy. Like,
right. Like, I remember old Quincy the slave. Like, damn.
Like,
and your grandma's like, he was a good.
A couple of them get together and be like, remember when we were slaves, man? That shit was terrible.
Yeah. That shit was fucked up.
That was terrible. That shit.
Well, so. Yeah, like finally did something right. The government finally hooked us up.
I've been telling them for years to get rid of this slavery shit.
Just like that guy last week with the fucking the pastor that was selling weed. Where he's like, our souls didn't intermingle or whatever. That shit was fucked up. Like, I told him not to trust those motherfuckers. I told the first guy to jump on the boat not to trust these motherfuckers. Our slaves, our fucking souls didn't intermingle.
Intermingling souls
or whatever he said, something like that. I don't know, fucking Jesus term. Anyway, so we're gonna go through 30 popular phrases, or not 30. We're gonna go through 7 to 8 popular phrases, maybe up to 30. I don't know. See how it goes. With shockingly racist meanings, Fred.
Right.
So I'm not. Yeah, that's right.
Things you didn't know were racist.
That's right, Alan. Things you didn't know were racist, and these are crazy, man. Like. Yeah. So I'll read them, and then if you guys want me to explain why, I can do that. Okay, so the first one is the peanut gallery. You've all heard that term. We don't need any input from the peanut gallery. Yeah. That is racist and classist, Alan, which I don't know if you knew what that means. Because it refers to the cheapest, worst seats in the theater. But it's racist because back in the day, only African-American people were allowed to purchase those in the early to mid 1900s.
Yeah, okay.
So they were reserved for or largely made up of African American patrons. So it kind of gives the thought of like, hey, those are lesser people or whatever.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you know that, Alan?
Man came in there and was like,
no, I did not know that.
Now
one
you
for the peanut gallery
and all that.
So what you should say instead, because I'm going to give you better options because that's what we're about education, guys.
That's right.
You should say audience or heckler.
I don't need any shit from the hecklers.
I'll just say shut the fuck up, Dave.
Yeah. Fuck up, Dane Cook.
All of you. Yeah. Oh, Dane Cook, please do. That shit's racist. Just being Dane Cook is racist enough for me. All right, how about grandfathered in?
Yeah, I know.
You know, I didn't know. Now this
I didn't know
seriously,
that.
I did not know. I'm doing ones I didn't. I
Grandfather
truly did not
clause.
know.
Yeah.
Okay, the original grandfather clause was used in the American South to deny black people the right to vote, stating that only people who could vote, stating that only people who could vote before 1866 and their descendants were exempt from educational, property, or tax requirements for voting. That's crazy. I've heard that a million times.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the
you got
definition for
grandfathered
it
in.
now is different.
Not really.
No.
'cause, I mean, it's
it
like
evolved because now,
What?
like for example, you're grandfathered into a plan like a.
It
cell
means
phone plan.
an old law continues to apply in certain situations
Right.
instead of the new law.
it means like, you know, let's say your mama had this plan, then, you know, or she worked at a job and had insurance or something. Your grandfather
Right.
into that
Right.
insurance because of your mom or whatever. You know, but yeah, it's the same way. It was like if
Racist.
you couldn't vote unless your grandfather could vote. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It was something like that.
Yeah, it said
Yeah.
stating that the only people could vote before 1866, right? That only people who could vote before 1866 and their descendants were exempt from educational, property, or tax requirements for voting. So if you were born before 1866,
It's a lot of words.
I don't fucking know, but it's not good.
Yeah.
That's what we did. That's the main thing that we're trying to get.
racist. You
Racist.
racist. Racist grandfather.
Where's our racist drop? Do we have one that's like racist?
racist?
We'll work on it.
We don't have that.
Let's work on that because we use it.
I mean, I
Probably
can-
use that
let
word
me
a
see
lot.
what I can do. Hold on.
Okay, hold on. We're not going to stop the show for this. We're going to keep
No, don't
going
stop
while
the show
Alan
for
tries
it,
to do his
and I'll-
job.
I'll try to. Do
Alan's
it
like,
right.
hold on, just stop the whole goddamn show for 10 minutes.
Let me look for
And
this.
let me come up with this thing that's just this.
Racist.
There you go.
Nah, that sounds.
Okay, anyway, this is not the show, people. So how about this one, Fred? And you did immediately mention this, which again I had literally no idea. Picnic is a racist
picnic.
term.
Yeah.
Did you know that, Alan?
No. Picnics are awesome, man. You get to hang out outside and eat some
No, let me
sandwiches.
tell you why the phrase picnic is racist.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's shortened.
Yeah, although not taught in American learning institutions or literature, it is noted that most Black history professional circles and literature that the origin of the term picnic derives from the acts of lynching African Americans. The word picnic is rooted in, it's a short version of the word pick a. I'll let you figure out what starts with an N.
Yeah. Pick an N word,
Thank you, Fred.
and we're going
Which
to
is-
lynch them.
Which is where individuals would pick
Yeah.
a Black person to lynch and they made it into a family gathering.
Yeah.
There would also be
No, it was like
no,
there's
that's not
pictures. There's pictures of like beaten and burned Black people, like hanging
crazy.
from trees, and like little kids in the standing like next to it and shit. Yeah,
Hit them with
it's
snakes
fucked
and
up,
shit.
man.
Fucked
Like,
up.
Man, your guys' ancestors were fucked
Fuck.
up.
Dude, I feel
man.
terrible about this shit. Like,
fucked up, man.
oh my god,
That's right, man.
it's not
I
good.
mean, they
It's not.
went
It
through
does. It's not a
shit,
good
man.
light on me and my peoples, and that is totally fair.
I told you they fucked y'all, man.
They did, man. They're trying to.
I said, like,
Ugh.
Damn.
yeah, dude.
I didn't even
y'all.
know. Like I said, it's like it's crazy. It's more crazy to me that I'm a 40-some-odd-year-old man, 43 years
Yeah.
old, and I sincerely didn't know. It's not like I'm like, oh, I didn't know anything about it. I
Yeah,
really did not know this
You
until
didn't know.
today.
you didn't know.
Thank God for this show.
Yeah.
Seriously, because I would not have
Educate
known that.
yourself. Yeah. So you gonna
It's
take
crazy.
your wife on a picnic?
No, I'm not.
Honey, would you like to grab
The
a
alternatives
blanket
for that
and
are
go
a
into the
gathering
yard
or a
and
barbecue.
eat some
Yeah.
food?
Yeah.
I'm like, would you like to
From
go
this
and eat out of
basket
doors,
that I have
please?
prepared?
So wait a second. So they did. They actually would hang somebody,
Yeah, dude, it was a
Yeah.
lynching.
and
They
they would
phrase for
eat
lynching.
and celebrate like you do in a
A
picnic.
party, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeebus.
So, do you still
No.
like the word picnic, Alan? No, you
Smoke
don't.
smoke a whole hog. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They
Racist.
fuck crazy shit, man.
Where's our drop?
Fucking crazy.
I thought you
shit.
said it sucked.
Well, you said you were gonna figure out another one. That's your job.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll figure out another one. Let me drink my beer.
Yeah, drink the beer. No, please, God, drink the beer.
thirsty.
Yeah, thirsty racist. bloodthirsty and racist. So there were a lot of people that way at Myrtle Beach this week. Just for the record. So blacklist, we know that is in language that symbolizes white as pure and good, black is dirty and bad. Shouldn't say that. Say instead boycott. Okay. Uppity. Better. Why don't you say that's racist?
That's racist.
There you go. So uppity, which, as you know, Alan, means self-important or arrogant. During segregation, racist Southerners used uppity to describe black people who did not know their place. Socioeconomically speaking, originally the term started within the black community, but racist people adopted it pretty quickly. Because if there's
they was like, I like that.
If there's two things that white people do, Fred, it's enslave people and then steal their fucking language.
And steal their culture.
Like steal all the cool words that they like.
Yeah.
So let me just tell you that. So don't use that.
So uppity started off with the black people, and then the white people took
and the
over.
white people co-opted it.
Yeah.
They enslaved it into their language, if you will.
Okay. I mean, I've never used that word anyway.
No.
That's not.
And I think Fred has said the next word literally on this show, and not. Yeah, and well, again, but you don't know. We probably said picnic at some point on the show too, Fred.
No,
I mean, come on.
so.
You don't think so?
No,
all right,
because we don't go out.
If you listen to our show, never heard us say picnic, you call me.
Yeah. We're going to
tweet the show at plcworld.com/racist.
Okay, I thought you were going to say /picnic.
No, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying that anymore. It's an outdoor eating event.
Yeah, there you go.
Acceptable.
With two people.
So, how about this? After
Two-person
you finish eating outdoors, you can have more than two people at that event.
Oh.
Ooh, I almost caught myself on that one. I did. It's the new N word.
That's a crowded outdoor event.
Hey, look at that. So the itis. Drowsiness, the drowsiness after eating a big meal, well, let me tell you, Fred, the itis originates from the term N-word-itis, which is used to describe the lethargic, sleepy feeling an individual gets after eating a large meal.
Wait a second. Where are you getting this information from?
I'm getting this from RWJ Barnabas Health.
I mean, a lot of this stuff here, I don't know, man.
Dude, all of these make perfect sense.
No, they don't.
All of these, let me just
itis. The next thing
the itis. I've heard the itis.
Yeah, I've heard the itis too. Like even Boondocks made an itis.
But that's the thing, Alan, is they've taken away the obvious racist part of it, the N-word part of it.
Yeah, they just keep the
and just made it the itis, so you wouldn't know.
Just made it the itis.
I mean, I didn't do that.
I like itis. Let's keep itis.
Okay, Fred said it's okay to say it, so
let's keep the itis.
There we go.
That's another word I don't say, so I don't.
Exactly, but you don't. But so
you
say
eat a big Thanksgiving meal. You be like, oh boy, I got the itis.
No, I usually go, dude, I'm tired as full as fuck, man. I'm going to sleep.
So
that's the way I would say
next time you have it, you say you got the itis.
So it helped to reinforce the stereotype that black people were lazy, which is how is that a stereotype? Like you literally put them to work day in and day out, and you calling them lazy?
Sons of bitches can't work 16 hours, 7 days a week, man.
That's what they do now with the Mexicans. Oh, they're lazy. They're the only ones digging ditches and stuff.
I'm not ever calling a Mexican person lazy. Mexican people outwork the shit out of me.
Yes,
some boys be out there in the sun with hoodies on.
Instead of dude.
Damn.
And like at night and during the day, all the time. Both times, at night and during the day. The two times that there are, Fred. So alternatively, instead of saying the itis, you can say you went into a food coma, which seems like maybe racist towards people in comas, but whatever. That'll be, I don't know when coma 10th is, but we'll worry about that later.
That food coma ain't got no seasoning on it.
How about this one? Fred? If you think that one didn't have any seasoning, get ready for some fucking white bread version of it. Postprandial sleepiness.
What?
Postprandial sleepiness. I guess that means
so that's what the article says to call it now.
That's an alternative. You can call it
they can go fuck themselves because that's too many words for me, man.
Or you can call
why doesn't you just say you're tired?
Is that racist sleepiness?
Prandial sleepiness.
Yeah, I'm tired.
So
Well, I went to Dr. Jones Thanksgiving.
Yeah, right. Dr. Phil's Thanksgiving.
Dr. Jones, I've got post-perennial sleepiness.
I see you are suffering
take a
from
lay down.
post-perennial sleepiness.
Yeah.
Did you eat 4 pieces of turkey? Mm.
Ozantic.
There you go. My wife commented on that, by the way, like that episode where we talked about that shit. She was like, "Yeah, I know that song. It drives me insane." I was like, "That's so weird." So anyway, inner city, which obviously we know that there are connotations. It may not be specifically a racist term, Alan,
Right.
but there are connotations of that being a lesser area. I'm not going to read it because we know what that means.
Right.
Okay, cakewalk. Now, I did not know this either.
Huh?
Cakewalk
It means
was
it's easy.
a dancing competition among African Americans in which a cake was awarded as a prize. So, rooted in enslavement in the pre-war South,
Did not
some
know
black slaves were forced to spend Sundays dressing up and dancing in a way of ridiculing enslavers and white upper classes. They competed for a cake, hence the name. It was regarded as a fun and leisurely weekend activity, but it became associated later with easy tasks.
that.
So they were forced to spend Sundays dressing up and dancing
That's cake.
in a way, I guess,
Yeah.
of ridiculing enslavers in the white upper class. So making fun of like, oh, they'd be like, "Ha, those
Yeah.
guys are,
Look at
they
me.
really got my number, Jones."
I'm dancing at the fancy show.
Yeah, Mr. Jones, I see they really got our number, Johnson. Look at those moves. They look just like us. They dance just like me.
I think honestly, what they're doing is, hey, let's take these words away from white people.
I'm fine with that.
You know, cakewalk. Come on, no,
Cakewalk.
no, I don't.
You're gonna start saying it? Okay, great.
Racist.
I don't believe. I mean, I never actually. I do. No, I don't say that.
You
word.
don't. How
I
else
say
would you
easy.
say that?
See,
I
Right.
say, oh, that's easy.
Yeah.
Oh,
So what's
So-
the word that they tell us to say now?
They said you can say this is easy, or I have gotten this.
I have gotten this.
It says I got this, but I feel like
Yeah.
that's,
No, I got this is from the
How about-
inner city.
how about crack the whip?
I got
You
this
know,
from the inner city.
It is, you know, right? I got this.
It was a cakewalk.
This show is anything but a cakewalk. So crack the whip, obviously,
Oh, yeah,
related stuff.
yeah,
So you can
yeah.
say on that one, you can say, "Let's get to work."
Or I'm gonna Indiana Jones you. You know.
yeah.
Okay, so this is a different one. Now I'm going to let this one, Fred. I'm going to get your opinion on this one, okay? Because I really don't. This one is racist towards white people, and because of that, I really don't feel. I feel like it's okay to keep using it. So, cracker or redneck?
I was just about to say, is it cracker?
There's the only one. So it says this insult was
Yeah.
first noted in the mid 18th century, making it older than the United States itself.
I've heard.
It
of
was.
I've heard.
I
of
say
these.
redneck all the time.
Yeah.
It was used to refer to poor white people, particularly those inhabiting the frontier regions of Maryland, Virginia, and Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
It emphasized that a person is poor and uneducated and comes from the backwoods with little awareness of an interaction with the modern world, while white trash and the modern term trailer trash emphasizes the person's supposed moral failings without regard to the setting of their upbringing. Alternative phrase, would you like to guess it, Fred? For cracker or redneck?
White man.
White person. You're so right.
White.
Like, what else can you say?
say? Yeah.
Okay, how about
Excuse me, white man. You stepped on my Jordans.
how dare you?
It's like you stupid white man. You know?
Filibuster.
No,
So,
it got that. It got cracker from like
The slave cracker, the
whip cracker. Yeah,
Right.
whip cracker. And then redneck was like that was another one about rednecks, like being from like the Virginia coal mines because they
Right.
wore a red bandana.
Ah,
You know what I'm saying around their neck.
Okay. I see.
Yeah,
I thought
I'm saying-
redneck was racist because of the Indian.
I thought redneck was racist because people don't know how to but
But I mean,
Okay,
the rednecks
I was at the
really
beach.
are proud of being rednecks.
well, see, so here's the
Yeah.
thing. I was
Well,
at
they
the
were
beach.
the red man.
Right, they were
Oh,
the red.
red
They were the
meat.
red
Okay.
all
Right, they were
parts.
the red
Okay,
man.
okay.
We call them the red. I'm not gonna say anything else. They're the red dicks. Why not? I don't even know
They
if that
have
word is that
pepperoni
racist.
eyes.
I don't know. Maybe we'll beat that out. Who knows? So anyway,
I'll forget.
I won't. I know, dude. So last week we were talking about like the fucking golf and all that shit, and then right in the beginning I was like, Alan, I literally said it on the podcast. Put the Masters music under this right now.
I can't put the Masters music on it.
Why?
Because it's copyrighted.
It's only copyrighted. What are they gonna do?
They can give us a strike.
How many strikes do you get?
3,
golf.
and then you're out. Then you can't.
Right.
put
There's
nothing
no
on
strikes in
YouTube.
golf.
There's no strikes in golf.
No,
Then we're
I
out.
put a
Then we're out.
strike
We can
because
no
of the
longer.
Masters.
Our fucking computers won't work anymore because the Masters
Yeah.
will have taken them over.
If I'm gonna get a strike, I'm gonna get a strike on something good. Not
They can
something
give us
like
Is the Masters racist?
They're gonna give us
Yes,
a
the Masters
bogey
is
in our
racist
golf hole.
anyway.
I know. No, I mean I know that the where it happens and that shit is racist. But is the term the Masters racist?
Oh no, it's the
It's
Masters.
just the golf Masters.
Yeah, it's
No,
make sure.
because they said that they don't call the master and slave on the computer because they
Right.
said that was racist.
I
So it's
believe
A and
that.
B.
They had
That
to
makes
change
perfect
the-
sense.
Change the logo.
So what about Jip? Like Jip.
Jip.
I've known that, but I didn't realize I never thought
I
about it.
know I have
Like the
racist
GIF.
connotation.
No, like Jip, like this
Jip.
dude
I got
Jip me.
Jip. I got Jip.
Right.
Oh, okay.
That is short for gypsy. So
Black people
it's-
weren't gypsies.
no, there's racism.
Oh, it's just racism.
Fred,
Just-
we're racist against
I
all
s-
the different colors of
I
people.
forgot there was racism towards
So-
other cultures.
Well,
Yeah.
but didn't gypsies have the reputation of coming in and
Yeah.
basically stealing your money and just going?
The Romani typically traveled a lot and made their money by selling goods. Business disputes naturally arose, and the masses started thinking of the Romani people as swindlers, hence the term gypsy.
Mm.
Now, I will say, my wife watched a show about gypsies a lot, and it was
Yeah.
like My Big Gypsy Wedding or something like that. And they get married at like 13 and spend like $1 million on their dresses, and their dresses are
Are you
humongous. It's weird.
serious?
It was weird.
Didn't
and they, like,
Fleetwood Mac
marry-
have a song named Gypsy Woman? No.
Yeah.
No.
Somebody
No,
had
Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves is what you're thinking about. Share.
Oh, okay.
They called us gypsies, tramps, and thieves. They shouted in the corners. Half-breed. A lot of songs about gypsies. Again,
Yeah.
you can't write songs about gypsies
Racist.
nowadays
Yeah.
for some reason. Maybe there are a lot of them that we don't know about.
I don't know.
So obviously, Fred, you
Yeah.
wouldn't think that someone saying "go back to the plantation" would be racist,
What?
but guess what? It is, Fred.
It is racist.
Yeah, that's very racist.
Oh my
Even I know that.
god!
I did,
Who
yeah.
said that?
Apparently, an estate on which no, I know what a plantation is, idiot computer. So it says it was not until the 1600s that the word was defined as estates where enslaved labored or bondage, where the enslaved labored in bondage and were forced to grow crops. Damn it! Using the word plantation, too much reading today in today's fucking show. Using the word plantation romanticizes the Old South, a slave economy. When white people hear the word plantation,
Yeah.
they may think of the big white house. That is exactly what I think of because that is what it means.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
No,
So
like, do you remember that group, Lady Antebellum?
Yeah,
They had
Racist.
to change their name. They had to change
didn't know
their
that.
name.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, they
What
had to
is
change it.
antebellum? That's like
That's
that's
the
just some slavery shit,
that's
right?
slavery period. That's Civil War time.
Okay.
Yeah,
I knew it
The
was a time.
antebellum period.
It's a cool name, which sucks that
Yeah.
it's been ruined because that
Yeah.
sounds cool. What it is, but it sounds cool.
Yeah.
Well, if you ain't
So
see
they had to-
plantation, I think Django.
So
So-
they changed it. What happened was they had to change it from Lady Antebellum to Lady A, but there was already an artist named Lady A, like established and everything. So they had to pay
Right.
her.
Oh yeah, and she
for
was
her name.
a lady of color.
Yeah, she was. She was
Right.
a black woman. Yeah, and
Was she hot?
nah, she's an
What?
older lady.
Oh,
Hey,
No.
hey, whoa,
Somebody
whoa!
back in the day.
Who
back
are
in
you
the
to
day.
judge, Fred?
I'm not. He asked me a question.
She was a
in
beautiful
my
woman.
opinion. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but
Beautiful.
he said she hot.
She had parts where they go. That's pretty good.
She had
My
parts where they
definition
go.
of hot and beautiful are two different things.
My definition of hot is that you have legs and arms in the right place, baby.
You gotta have fingers and toes. You just
Nope.
gotta have
Nope.
legs and arms.
I don't need those. Anyway, so off the reservation, obviously racist
Oh
against Indian
God!
people.
Oh, I thought you were saying like we were going off the reservation.
No.
I was like, what?
Dude, you know, when we went to Grand Canyon, you know, we passed the reservation and that was sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
There's one Indian guy
yeah.
sitting there with one tear.
Yeah, I mean,
Right as we passed by the
was-
sign, I was like,
it was sad because
And
it's
then
a
Alan threw his
beautiful
drink at him.
land. I mean, it's beautiful
Yeah.
land, and they were
it
all
is
like,
beautiful.
stuck in trailers and it was sad.
Oh, so it was trailers like when they ain't had none of the original. Like they ain't
No, there was nobody in a
the
teepee, Fred. If that's
Bro, I
No.
was just saying. That's what
No.
you think of when you think of reservations, just like plantation.
I don't think-
When I think of
I don't
reservation-
think about that. Have you ever been? Of course,
I've never done. I didn't.
when I think of reservations, Fred, I think of the things my wife won't let me make to dinner, so we have to wait 45 minutes every time. That's what I think of. And that shit is racist. Anyway, so chop chop means hurry up, but it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
racist thing,
Chop
of course.
Is that
Eskimo.
racist towards Asians?
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
I
course
think
it's
so.
racist towards
Okay.
Asia. What do you think? Who else would it be racist towards?
towards Germans.
I mean, I'm asking. I didn't know.
The phrase, which comes from the Cantonese word cap or make haste,
Oh no.
is generally used condescendingly to someone the speaker considers to be below them in status, which only worsens the fact that it's making fun of the Pidgin English spoken by Chinese immigrants. Pidgin English is apparently like the Chinese,
English.
how Chinese people translate English into American.
Yeah.
So like
Spanglish.
other, there are other ones. Yeah, there's other phrases too. I didn't want to look into that. We'll wait for that later. So
I'll wait for
Eskimo, that's mean.
That's me.
Wait, is that mean?
thought it was the
Aren't they?
people.
I thought that's their race.
I thought
They're
that's what they
Eskimos.
was. They was Eskimo.
Well, I don't know. Let me look. Let me tell you.
Yeah, 'cause
Eskimo.
Canadian Eskimo. You
Oh,
they're-
okay. I don't know. That might not be racist. Let's see. Okay, so it comes from the Danish word borrowed from Algonquin, askimek, which literally translates to eaters of raw meat. Either way, when we refer to an entire group of people by their perceived behaviors, we trivialize their existence and culture. Damn it, this is getting too fruity for me.
They want to
Yeah,
eat
that's-
some raw meat.
I mean, they're fishing there.
Oh, here's the other one. Long time no see, and no can do.
That raises the blind people.
No, yes, terrible, Fred.
Long
No, that
time no
is
see.
long time no
time no
see is
see?
is derived from broken English, the Pidgin Chinese people, who they say like, hey, so they would like take it. I don't fucking know. I give up. The first ones of these were great, and now we fall into.
Oh, so they by long no see. You know what I'm saying?
See, now that was racist.
How was that? Right?
What do you mean? How was that racist, Fred? You did the
I'm
voice.
just saying, wait, where it may have came from. Like if back in the day, a Chinese man hadn't seen you for a while, he long time no see. You know what I'm saying? He may say that
I'm gonna let
that
him
way, and that's why.
Look, whoop, letting you pull your own rope on this one, buddy. That's
Yeah,
probably racist
buddy.
too. Jesus Christ.
Let me break the ice here.
Oh,
There we go.
thank you. All right, last one. And this is one you will not have known, Fred. I guarantee
Okay.
you. Hip hip hooray. That shit
Hip,
is
hip.
racist. Would you like to hear who to guess who that's racist against?
The
No.
Jewish
Yeah,
people.
well,
Oh, the Jewish.
Jewish?
Hip hip
Really?
hooray was developed from
anti-Semitic?
the German hep hep, which was a harmless call shepherds would use when herding their sheep. But during the Holocaust, German citizens started using it as a rallying cry when they would hunt down and kill Jews. So the phrase has
So-
anti-Semitic undertones that go back as far as 1819 with the hip hip riots in the time
Hip, hip,
of Jewish emancipation
Hip,
and
hip,
don't say it.
riots.
So, in other words,
Throw back a couple of Jews.
Naughty by nature was racist.
No, they said
Oh, no,
hip hop
that's Hip
hooray.
Hop Parade. Okay.
No, they're
Hip hop
fine.
parade.
They're
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
Don't worry
they're
about
cool.
them.
They're cool.
All right.
That was a
So-
cool song.
If you're still here, happy June 19th, everybody. Don't say a
June?
goddamn thing.
June 19th? Don't say
Juneteenth.
nothing.
Don't say
You
a
can't say
goddamn
nothing.
thing for the rest of the day.Ll right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with some more.
Long time
Probably
no
not as much racist chat. Hopefully. A little less than normal.
see. Yeah.
Select secrets.
Like, kind of-
Welcome back. I was going to say what you said. Welcome back to the 97th edition of the Black Lincoln Collective. Thanks for listening, ladies and gentlemen. We're here for you.
For you and
Are
your
we?
you.
Yeah, for you guys.
Tonight's show is
And
brought to you
girls.
by Big D's barbecue trough. I will not eat at a place. I'm sorry, Big D's. I passed you on the way back from my Myrtle Beach vacation, which is a real thing. And I just can't eat at a barbecue trough. I don't like the idea of eating at a trough, Fred.
It really says a trough.
It's Big D's barbecue trough.
Oh no, man.
And like, yeah, and I'm like, oh, see that is
Yeah,
fattest.
you just yeah. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking
like that makes me feel like
pig's gonna eat this.
right. That's like what. Remember when we went to Vegas and we could have gone to the Heart Attack Grill?
Yeah,
You know the Heart Attack Grill is if you're like
Right.
over 350 pounds, you get to eat for free.
all right.
Like that's kind of how I felt about like I don't want to go to that because there's no winning
No,
the game. Like you
it
don't
can't
win.
be that good.
Either
Yeah,
pay for
man.
your food or they're like, hey, fatty, you're gonna die here. I feel like it's the same thing with this. They're like, come on in and literally eat a trough full of food.
Kill yourself for a free meal.
Right. Enjoy. And then like we'll put people in fucking nurse outfits.
If you
and
die
who
at the
don't know
table, we
CPR.
just roll you down the stairs.
Yeah.
into the
Right.
street.
Roll you into the trough, into Big D's barbecue trough.
Yeah, you're part of the mix.
Yeah. We'll grind you up.
Part
It's
of the
gonna be great.
mix.
It's gonna be great. So yes, Big D's barbecue trough. Probably not gonna be a sponsor of the show anymore after that. But that's okay. That's okay.
And then it's called Big D. So I'm
it's like-
thinking it's
Right.
Big Dicks barbecue.
Right, and see, I
trough,
didn't
you
know
what
that.
mean?
I don't know. It was just Big
Yeah,
D's,
it's
and I feel
Yeah,
like
Big D's.
But
Why
wouldn't
do you
you
call you
be-
Big D's?
so. My son
Yeah.
brought this up. So again, I tell you about this vacation we went on. My son is like 11, and like we're riding around Myrtle Beach because one of the things when you go on vacation with a lot of people, sometimes you just gotta get out.
Yeah,
Sometimes you gotta be like, I'm just going for a drive. I'm see what's around.
yeah.
I just don't want to spend all my time in this space. Not like you're not
Right.
mad at anybody or anything like that. But
Yeah,
the
yeah,
whole
you just
fucking
gotta-
point is to go somewhere. I
Right.
didn't go there just to sit like I would sit at home.
Right. You could have stayed.
So
at
like
home
we're
and saved
driving
some money.
around we're driving around the Myrtle Beach area, Myrtle
Mhm.
Beach, South Carolina, ladies and gentlemen. Tourist destination around
Mhm.
the world, apparently.
Number
Apparently people
one
love this fucking place.
in the southeast.
Sure.
It is.
Wow. I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it
Because
is,
it's
yeah.
so centralized to everybody else
Yeah,
that
I mean, people-
everybody can merge on that. Because that's what my in-laws are from Pennsylvania, and
Right.
if they want to go to the beach, that's
They
the
go Myrtle
beach
Beach.
they're going to.
Sure.
And they can easily go to Virginia. They can go to Virginia Beach. It's
Yeah.
right
Right.
there. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? A
yeah.
little closer.
Yeah.
a little bit
you're
closer,
right.
maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you
No,
got
people love. I have people from all over the world, like that I've talked to. That when I tell them I'm in South Carolina or whatever,
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, Myrtle Beach," and I'm like,
yeah.
"Okay."
And
Like if that's how
fucking
you want it to
Edisto
go.
is so much better, and it's right now.
Oh yeah, but see now Edison's gotten all crazy too. So like you
Really?
can't. Well, crazy compared to how it used to be.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that's not
Yeah,
the point,
yeah.
friend.
Yeah,
So
we-
we're
we
driving
didn't
around.
help when we went.
Do
Hey,
what?
the
We
cat-
didn't help Edisto when we
Oh.
went.
No, we didn't. So we're driving around, and we're there's everyone has their like fancy, or like we're gonna be like risque named business, right? Like
Yeah.
Dick's Last Resort,
Yeah.
and there was like, and every one of them now in Myrtle Beach has a name like this.
Mm.
So we're like driving around, and he's like, "Dad, what's that one called? Like, why is that one's called Suck, Blow, and Spit or whatever? Like, suck it, blow it, spit it." And I'm like, I don't know what that is in reference to, son. Like, and then he's like, "Well, why is this one called like Captain Whatever's?" I'm like, "What the fuck is
Captain
going on
covered my
around here?"
tits.
Yeah, like Big Titties, and like Big Titties Express, and I'm like, "Oh, well, that's an eyeglass place, son."
One's called
Seafood
One to
Emporium.
Come.
Wanda Come Seafood Emporium.
Yeah.
So
Remember,
no, but there
at
was one
time
that
it
was
like Big Johnson was big over there.
Right,
at
right,
one
right.
time.
Uh-huh.
but there was one right by us called Jack Axe, and it was like an axe throwing place.
Oh,
And he was so because his name is Jack,
yeah.
and so he was like, "Dad, can we go to Jack Axe?" And I'm like, "Okay, listen, guys. Like I had to explain this because once one of them heard it, the other ones like globbed onto it, and they
Yeah.
realized like as he could find more places, we were on Dick Pond Road is where we stayed. So Again,
he was
and
just fucking pervert all around.
it just went to everything.
Yeah. Dick
That's
Pond
grooming our
Road.
kids, Fred. I'm not worried about drag queens. I'm worried about southern fucking streets in Myrtle Beach
Dick
and
Pond
restaurants. Yeah, so he's like, Dad, what road are we on? He kept asking me. And I'm like, dude, you know where we're at. And he's
You
like,
know
what
what road we're on.
He's like-
I know.
he's-
But
he's
I want
like-
you to say it.
Yeah, he's like, are we? No, he'd be like, are we like? He'd get close to me because he knows if his mom hears it.
Yeah.
Is it Dick Pond Road? Yes, son, it's
Why
Dick
could you
Pond Road.
not laugh? I couldn't.
And I couldn't. I was
I
cracking
wouldn't
up.
be able to hold it back.
No, it was funny, and, and my
Yeah.
wife was getting all mad at me, like, "Tell him to quit," because my like in the background, I'd hear the 4 and 6 year old like Dick Pond, and, like they don't even know what it means.
I'd
don't
have been
care.
egging him on too. I'd be like, Jack, what's the address to the hotel?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, where are we going? Could you please bring that out? Oh, 6969 Dick Pond
Yeah.
Road, and we're going to suck it, eat it, blow it, or whatever it's fucking called.
Yeah.
There were so many of them, man. But the one, okay, so but the one that he globbed onto the most, because again, when you're going to the beach, there's just hundreds of what do you call billboards for just random shit from
Yeah.
here all the way to the beach.
Right.
And so like 50 miles out of Myrtle Beach, there's a sign for a gift shop. And it's just one sign. There are thousands of other signs.
Right.
And where you see them over and over and over. It's just this one, Fred. And of course, that's the one time he looked up from my fucking phone to read what's going on. And it's the Gay Dolphin gift shop, right? And so he's like, Dad, what's the Gay Dolphin? And I'm like, well, son, that's when two men, Happy Pride Month, everybody. And then I would fade off to obscurity. No, but I'm like, dude, that's like that's one of the oldest gift shops in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
Like I remember going in high school and going even before that and being like, Gay Dolphin.
Yeah.
So funny. So
Still funny. Yeah. I got lost in the Gay Dolphin.
So I bought this shirt when I saw it. It says, I got lost in the Gay Dolphin. How am I not going to like wear that? So we did go. I promised him. I was like, dude, we'll go to the Gay
Right.
Dolphin.
Yeah.
And he's like, really? And I'm like, yeah. So we're driving down there and he's like, so Dad, where is the Gay Dolphin? I'm like, well, son, it's right off Dick Pond Road. You just have to turn down Vagina Avenue and Intercourse Way, and then you're at the Gay Dolphin.
The cross section of Taint
Come Guzzling Road
Oklahoma.
or Boulevard.
Yeah.
Cross the Taint Bridge.
Yeah, right. You have to take the narrow Vagina Pass, and you'll be right there in Dick City, USA. So we went to the Gay Dolphin. The Gay Dolphin
Right.
is the greatest and worst place on earth.
Yeah.
Like, it's
got all
humongous.
the
Have you ever been
costumes.
there?
No, I don't think I have.
It's
I've seen it, though. I've seen it.
Stories of
Oh,
gift shop.
man.
And
Shit.
everyone is packed to the brim.
Oh, shit.
Yes,
There was Viking horns. There's Elvis statues. There's a fucking Bigfoot that was 8 feet tall.
Oh my god.
And that was just on one level.
yeah,
So my son, I'm like, dude, check this out. Because it's one of those places you go, it's a tourist, like, just go check it out
right
as much as and like buy a little
because
something.
you're
here or
gonna
there.
buy something.
Right,
You're
buy a
gonna
little bit.
something.
It was packed.
Yeah. You're not
And,
gonna
like-
buy an 8-foot Bigfoot, but
Yeah, he got super pissed at me because I'm like, dude, come over here and check out these Viking helmets.
Mhm.
And he's like, why? You're not gonna buy me one? And I'm like,
oh,
did you expect that I would buy you a fucking Viking helmet in Myrtle Beach? Is that how did that get into your head that that's what we were gonna do here at the Gay Dolphin? Like, oh, we go to the Gay Dolphin for their Viking helmets every year.
the top quality Viking.
The
helmet.
only place I get my Viking fucking helmets and Sasquatch statues is the Gay Dolphin, son.
69 Dick Pond Road, Myrtle
That's
Beach,
right,
South Carolina.
Come to USA. So, inner and rear.
Yeah.
There you go. Anyway,
And
So-
the 96 entrance.
yeah.
Yeah, you like get butt to butt in Myrtle Beach,
But dude,
96. So, but no, so we went and it was just crazy because it's like jewels, fucking dragon
Yeah.
statues, T-shirts, hats,
of course. Yeah.
everything you can think of, everything. Boxes of merchandise that if you are looking for something, there's like go through the box. Like one person, it wasn't me, thank God, asked like they're like, do you have this frame, this photo frame, but with
Yeah.
like this name on it? And they're like, see that stack of boxes that's in the middle of the aisle? I swear to God. And they were super nice about it. Like, this is just
Right,
normal. They weren't. It wasn't like people who were mad
Just
to do
rummage-
like weren't doing their job.
Yeah.
They're just like, see that box? Like, no, not that stack of boxes. The one behind it.
Yeah.
Look in there, and it might be in there. And I'm like, man, they are turning product.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, dude. So
People
we
sound
did that.
busy.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy, but it was fun. We got got a little thing here or there. My wife got
Right.
something that's like, I love the
Right.
Dolphin
Yeah,
as
like
well.
I said, you're gonna buy something.
Right.
You're not gonna walk in that place and come out empty-handed.
No, you're right about that.
Mm.
But one thing I will say that freaked me the hell out, Fred,
Yeah.
is, and again, we're old now, all right?
Right. Yeah.
But like the resurgence of like the Mark McGuire haircut and look
Oh yeah.
is real.
Yeah.
Like the mullet
the mullet. Yeah.
with the wraparound, like mirrored
Right,
sunglasses.
Yeah.
I saw, and like sleeveless shirts.
That's
I
crazy
saw
how that shit comes back
So
around,
many
bro.
kids with that shit.
It's crazy how that shit comes
Looks
back
so
around.
badass though.
That's
Like
just
I hate
when,
it.
when we were
but it-
teenagers and bell bottoms came back around.
Right.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
The 70s kind of made that little inflict, like hit.
in the 90s. It came
Right.
back in
But
the
man,
90s.
like it's pissing me off because I'm like, dude, that look is awesome.
Nah, I tell you, motherfuckers are time travelers. That's
You think
what it
every
is.
17-year-old kid at Myrtle Beach is a time traveler? They're all
traveler.
baby Mark McGuires.
Yeah. Well, blend right in. They forgot they were supposed to jump to 95.
Right. Right. 2023. What could be the difference between 1995 and 2023?
They missed the mark.
Well, no, it cracked me up because where we were staying was like all golf carts. Like everybody had a golf cart that they would decorate.
Yeah.
You have to decorate it. Like that's
Which
part
that
of
is
the
one
deal.
thing I do love about the beach. You just ride
Dude.
around on the golf cart.
I'll be honest with you. That might have been the coolest part is they had like a
Yeah.
golf cart parade at the end of the night
Yeah.
where you just like ride your golf. And so I was telling my kid, I was like, son, because he's like 11. And he's starting to get to the age where I think, things are starting to kind of, where girls are going to probably soon are going to become a thing. And I was like, dude, let me just tell you this. I said, when you get to be about like 13 or 14, you start kind of getting into girls.
Boy, get
This
you
is
some
heaven
beach
on
pussy.
earth.
Yeah, get you some beach pussy.
I was like, this is heaven on earth, son. And he's like,
Oh,
why? And I'm
yeah.
like, every girl that you see
Yeah.
is in like a bikini.
Yeah, dude.
I'm like, trust me, dude. Like, you just
Yeah.
wait. In a couple of years, when you're starting to get into girls, we'll come back here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll never.
That was that better than that, like
Dude.
beach summer.
The beach was a
fling.
magical
You know what I'm
place.
saying? It was, man.
When we were that age, the beach was a
Yeah.
fucking magical place, and I feel
Yeah,
like it
dude.
still is for kids.
Right. Yeah.
Like, dude, we went and saw pirates and shit. We went and saw the Pirate Stampede or whatever it was. Not Pirate Stampede, but it was like Dolly Parton's Pirate Voyage.
Yeah.
That shit was impressive. It was expensive as
right,
hell, but it
yeah,
was impressive.
expensive.
Just so you guys know, listeners, I've taken all of our Patreon money
and
I almost got enough for one iota of a ticket to Pirates of the fucking whatever. Pirates of
Yeah,
Myrtle
you couldn't
Beach.
even pay for parking.
No, I couldn't pay. I
And the
couldn't have
parking
even
was
paid
free.
the fucking fees on that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, parking is free, and I still got charged. It wasn't free anywhere. We got charged everywhere. No, it was one of those things. It's Myrtle Beach, man. Some guy
Yeah.
could just stand in the parking lot and be like $5, and you're like, okay,
Yeah.
and you're like, what a deal.
Give him the $5, he just runs off.
Yeah, and he's like, oh shit, gotta go.
Jumps in the
So-
bushes.
But no, man, it was awesome. We had a great time. It was, like I said, it was definitely well worth
Yeah.
the prices. Even though, like I said, tickets were expensive, but it was a
Right.
good show. The kids were into it. Food was fine. It was good enough.
Yeah.
I love that
And
they're like,
they give you more too. Like if you eat what they give you, they bring you a little
No,
more.
they
Don't
didn't
they?
do that. No,
They ain't do that.
nope, not anymore, baby.
They did that
Inflation,
one.
baby.
We did that. Like
Did you do the pirate one?
no, we didn't do the pirate one.
Oh,
we
dude.
did
In medieval times,
The
it's a
McCoy
little
Medieval
different.
times, yeah, they would bring you more.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Hatfields and McCoys
half
one.
of McCoy's. Yeah, we did that one.
I always wanted to do that one too, but I feel like it's
that
just
was
not.
funny.
Yeah.
It was a little funny, a little dance.
No,
You know
but
what
this
I
one
mean?
was real serious. We saw like it's all these acrobats and shit, right? And there's like water
Right.
set, and it's all pirate shit. And they're like, "Yar, beware of Davy Jones' locker. Arr, Davy Jones, the ghost of Davy Jones be coming for ye." Except I do the voice better, but that's.
Yeah.
I also feel like as Jack was like, because the whole time, like it allowed me to become like a pirate voice. So every time they yo ho, and they'd be like, I'm like, "Yar, yar," hey. And my kids are like into it, like there you starting to scream it too. But Jack's like afterwards, he's like, "You did a better pirate voice than Blackbeard." And I'm like, "Yeah, but dude, if I had to do that 3 times a day, every day.
Yeah,
There's no way I would have even the enthusiasm that he showed.
Right.
Or, I guess, like, fucking flying shit, dude. Don't forget our sponsor, the Gay Dolphin. But so there's like great show, acrobats everywhere, fucking people doing flips and shit into the water.
Yeah.
Water turns is on fire at one point, and like, but they have like at one point they have Davy Jones pops up on screen, right? Or pops up in the game in the fucking thing, and when he does, it's like a doll. Like it was like they got it from the fucking
animatronic.
They got it from the Gay Dolphin.
It really was. It was just like it had arms like this, and like they were real long, and so it's like I am Davy Jones, and like it was just a fake like fucking. Oh, my wife was like, she was like, I was into it, and then it totally took me out. I'm like, oh, that took you out of the experience. You didn't think it was real pirates anymore when you saw that. But it was awesome otherwise. Even the kids were like, my son was like, hey, that looked like dollar store Davy Jones. And I'm like, got him. Got him. And he's like, now tell me what road we're about to go into. Was all it was. But yeah, dude, ticket prices are crazy about this.
Dick Pond Road is a long road.
Dick Pond, yeah, dude. It's very straight. There are a few bends.
Got a bend in it.
Yeah.
Nothing that what is it? My Lantis can't handle. I'll pay a video for that, Fred. For Iflex, the one for pepperoni's disease. Had bent carrots all over it. The guy,
he finally saw the commercial.
Yeah, I saw the commercial, and there was like a carrot. It was they used carrots to represent the penis, and so like the carrot was bent. And then they would show the guy standing there with a bunch of regular carrots in his like crotch area, right in front of his crotch, like a bunch of regular carrots and one bent one straight face up, look like his wiener. Like that's grooming our kids, Fred. It's not drag queens, Fred.
Oh my god!
It's road names and fucking carrot commercials. That's what you need to know, Fred. But all in all, like, it's a great vacation. Got to see that. Did not, however, realize, Fred, that if you want to go see the Imagine Dragons in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, tickets are still available.
That's
they're expensive. Would you pay $270 or $207 to see Imagine Dragons, Fred?
No, for one ticket?
One ticket. In the general admission. Most expensive ticket. Currently in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, listeners in Milwaukee, is over $600.
Jeebus.
$1,900 $2,080 for just beside the stage.
Yeah, it seems like rich people are the only ones who are going to be able to go to concerts now.
I don't know. I think people are going in debt.
Dude. People, you got to be going in debt. I have friends of mine that go do stuff, and I'm like, how in the hell can you afford to consistently do that?
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't fucking know. Maybe they're on something. I don't know. Maybe they fucking sell Amway.
I don't know.
Does that still exist? Maybe
they got to hustle.
Maybe they run a church in Spartanburg.
But
yeah, right. Maybe they're selling weed and naming roads after penises.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they're amateur rodeologists.
Yeah, that's exactly. I remember when but isn't it's because of Ticketmaster and the fees and shit. It's
what Ticketmaster decided to do. This is what they're trying to do, and this is the most fucking ass backward strategy I've ever heard of, and I cannot believe that people are accepting this. Is they realize that if they raise their prices to a certain level, scalping would be eliminated because scalpers couldn't make money at a certain threshold.
That's so fucking.
And so what they did to eliminate scalping, because they were so worried about scalping.
Yeah,
they raised their prices to a threshold where they couldn't convincingly make money. Like, couldn't make enough to make it worth doing.
Right. Yeah.
How fucking stupid is that?
Yeah, they became the scalpers.
Right.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
They became the thing they feared the most.
Right.
No, they
and like for no reason they still got paid.
They were like, let's do what they do. That's
basically they're like, we can totally do it. Who's gonna stop us?
Right. Nobody.
$200 to go see fucking Imagine Dragons.
Is that the only way to buy tickets?
Pretty much.
Like,
you can sometimes buy stuff. So like artists will like sign agreements with Ticketmaster and stuff. Like,
Right.
So they'll say, yeah, you can't, whatever auditorium can't sell, my fucking whatever shit. They can't sell my tickets through there.
Right.
So like Greenville Auditorium can't sell tickets to Taylor Swift or whatever.
That's
So
insane.
right. And so they'll be like, oh, you can only, and they'll tell you like, just go to Ticketmaster and get them. And you're like,
Yeah,
well, they're
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
$1 million. And they're like,
Yeah,
we
you
don't
can't buy them at the box office no more.
Right. Some stuff you can. Mostly like sporting events you can. Sort
Right,
of.
yeah, sporting events you can.
We
but
only
like,
have
if you're going to
amateur
see a
stuff.
show.
Yeah.
Say what?
So we only have amateur level sports in our
Right, yeah.
channel. So it's kind of hard to tell,
Collegiate.
Yeah, but anyway. So yeah, dude. But like you said, people are going to debt over this shit. It's the same thing. There's a new thing I was reading about today that people are returning things at such a fast pace, returning things to stores and online.
Yeah.
That a bunch of retailers are going to start charging like restock fees and shit like that.
Yeah.
To
But that's the thing, when you order online, you don't know if it's really what you want until you get there, till it gets there.
right. And how are you going
You know
to
what I'm
people
saying?
shit on, and it's a scam half the time.
Right.
But according to the national, this comes from our friends at WYFF Channel 4. According to the National Retail Federation, we returned about $816 billion worth of merchandise in 2022.
Yeah.
And it says 1 in every 5 purchases are being sent back.
It's what, and they saying like some places will be like, fuck it, keep it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We'll send you another one.
Yeah, Amazon.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So Amit Sharma, the CEO of Narvar, whatever that is, a returns management company, says for every $100 of return merchandise, it costs them about $25. So
Yeah.
now they're starting to charge. They're doing final sales more. They're cutting down the number of days you have to return things, and they're charging return fees.
That's
But-
bullshit.
Right. Here's how they really get you.
How they
Let me
get
tell you
that.
this. I don't know how they really get you. No, that's where they really get you is with the return fees. So Fred, our friends at Abercrombie, said they will
People
take
still stop doing
$7 from every refund.
They're not our friends.
Big Lots is 20% off the price.
They go.
Pri-
They won't.
Oh, okay. 20% of purchase price processing fee, whatever the fuck that means. Eddie Bauer's going to take $7 off. Foot Locker's going to take $7 off.
$7 off of what?
Whatever if you buy
Yeah.
something for $100, they're going to be like, all right, we'll give you 93
if
bucks
you
back.
want the money back, yeah. If you want
So
the
you-
money,
yeah,
back,
8
yeah.
here. Neiman Marcus is 10.
Jesus Christ.
But that seems like TJ Maxx is $10.99. See, I think people.
Dang.
I've always thought that ladies. See, here's the thing, Fred. We're a guy. We're generally speaking, we're probably a show more geared toward the male audience, right?
Right.
Being that we're dudes, for
Oh man.
and that's it's fine. It's cool. It's whatever. There's lots of
Yeah.
ladies shows. Maybe we'll try.
That's
maybe
right,
we'll-
ladies. Stick to your own show.
Yeah, ladies. If you're listening, ladies, thank you. You're more attractive than Lady A is to me.
Sorry about the come on my tits thing. bro.
Right. That was all Fred. All Fred. So
They probably forgot about that, and you just brought
yeah, they
it
forgot
back.
about that. Yeah. Fine. It's fine. Again, no one's listening. So no, but all that to say, I'm pretty sure that women have been pulling the scam of like, I'm gonna basically rent
Oh yeah.
this clothing for the night
Right.
for years.
Yeah. That way
There's so much more sly than us.
Stick the tag on.
Right. Or like tape
I
it.
just don't
somewhere.
want to have to take it back.
No, guys.
That's
are
my
lazy.
thing.
They're
Yeah, I'm not.
It's like my wife's like, "Oh, you bought that coat and it doesn't fit quite right," and I'm like, "Well, I guess I'll have to go on a diet. I'm not
yeah, I
taking it
guess
back
I
to the
got a
store."
coat that just don't fit no more.
Yep.
Wait, yeah,
Yes,
we
I-
just take the loss.
Yep. I'm like, "Oh well." But then when it's like a TV that breaks after like a week, I'm like, "We should take that shit back."
Yeah, I gotta get that shit back.
And she's
Well,
like,
but
"No,
a
we
lot of
shouldn't do-"
times, men really don't take shit back. Men exchange it. It's like, hey, I did
Yeah.
come to buy a TV. I just didn't get the TV.
That's
I
true. They
wanted.
didn't
Right.
mention exchanges.
Men
Right.
usually exchange stuff.
I
it's
think the
like,
majority of this is online stuff though, because that like, if I buy something online, unless it's like a decent sized ticket, if it's like $10-15 or whatever,
Yeah,
and it comes in, it's a piece of shit. I'm like, okay, well,
I just lost
that
that.
sucks.
Yeah.
yeah, but like,
just
I'm
lost
not.
it.
I'm just not to the level of Karen that I can like complain about that stuff, I guess.
Right.
But I do try to return stuff all the time. So I try to return the power of eternity of this show to Alan many times. Like when it dies.
15% of nothing.
Well, it reminds me, Fred, and actually this is what we should totally do.
Right.
And
totally.
I have a business scheme. We need to come up with some merchandising ideas by episode 100, first of all.
Okay.
So we got to do that. Because we got to merchandise. We got to merchandise this show, Fred.
Oh, okay. You want to sell some merch?
Whatever. It doesn't have to even be show
Coffee
related.
mugs,
Just come up with something.
toenail clippers,
Yeah, it's on Patreon. Yeah, toenail clippers.
Rubbers.
The Black Lincoln Collective.
rubbers.
official.
I like
Yeah.
rubbers.
Yeah, Black.
No,
Label
I don't like
Collective
that.
Rubbers.
I like rubbers.
Yeah.
I don't like that's too much risk.
Why?
It's a lot of risk.
It's like our show is no
What if
guarantee it's gonna
what
work.
if we embroider Black Lincoln Collective on every rubber? We guarantee we'll use the smallest needles possible. No, we need to go with some merchandising ideas. But in the meantime, Fred, I thought of an idea that we should do because it's apparently taken off in the world.
Uh-oh.
We got to catch the wave, Fred. We got-
that bandwagon.
We got to start writing audio erotica. Apparently, that's the new trend, Fred. People don't want to read their smut anymore.
They don't
They
want
want
to
to listen to it like a podcast. Yeah,
Oh,
so we should have
really?
the Black Lincoln Collective audio erotica podcast.
Yeah, we can get Parker to do it.
Yeah.
As
he
pulled down her panties.
That's right. She removed her shirt thusly. And from there, I said, those are boobs.
Boobs.
And then I came into,
Golly, lady, you sure do got some big old milkers.
them some titties right there. If I ever done seen them.
Them titties.
Myrtle Beach rubbed off on me in more ways than one, man.
Boobies.
We should totally do that.
Auto erotica.
Audio erotica.
Audio erotica.
Yeah, auto erotica is sexy cars.
Yep.
Is it?
How would I fucking know that, Fred? I'm
I don't
assuming
fucking
auto.
know, you said it.
Auto is like a vehicle, right?
Or
I think
automatic.
Auto.
Yeah, but it's
is,
not automatic erotica. That's not.
auto
It could be
erotica.
automatic erotica.
I can't Google this. I can't keep Googling this shit for you guys. This is what I'm going to tell you. All right. One last time.
Something happens to Parker and they look through his search history.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, no. Auto erotica. Oh, that's a different thing. Okay. That's gross.
Autoerotic.
But that is a thing as
Asphyxiation.
well. Oh, it's a. No.
Auto
okay.
erotic fixation or something like that.
It's.
Yeah. It's cars making it.
Yes, autoerotic asphyxiation. Yes, that's where one pleasures them,
get choked
him or herself, or their selves.
Oh,
Not
that's-
necessarily choking
Oh,
themselves,
yeah.
but
Didn't
being
somebody
in.
die
That's
doing
when you-
that?
that's when you
Somebody
hang
famous?
yourself.
Sure. Oh,
Yeah.
people die doing that shit all the time.
Somebody
that's when you
famous
hang
died doing
yourself,
that.
and jerk
Who
off.
was it? It was the guy from Kung Fu, David Carradine, I think.
David
was.
Carradine.
Yeah,
No.
they
Yeah.
was David Carradine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He died doing that.
Died
spell-
jerking off with a belt around his neck.
Yeah.
That is not how you spell asphyxiation. Okay. The top 10 people, I did not think it was going to go to this. Fucking weird episode. Who have died. This is way more. Fred, one thing I will say about us, and I don't know what you get into when Alan
Right.
turns off the fucking show, but I don't, and maybe it is, I don't feel like it's this.
No.
No.
So we got that going for us. If there's anything else. So
That's insane.
the top 10 people, famous people who died from autoerotic asphyxiation, which, in case you don't know what that is, kids at home who shouldn't be listening to this, probably my son, that is the intentional restriction of oxygen to the brain for sexual arousal. Thank you. We'll start with number 10. Oh, we'll get a bonus. Number 11.
Whoa.
All right,
Excellent.
Michael Loudon. Do you know who Michael Loudon is?
That's
Yeah,
the
the
guy
dude
from In
from-
Excess.
He was an
Jason?
American actor best known for his roles on daytime dramas like As the World Turns. He was found hanging wearing women's lingerie and a red wig as a trends-like character named Tamiya.
Dude, what a way to die, and then to get caught.
Well, I mean, you're not getting caught at that point.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah, they find you
man,
like
that's
Okay, how about this is a weird one. Peter Anthony Mathieu,
ooh.
born Pierre Antoine Mathieu.
oh.
He was an
Look at
English
me.
author, and from 1692 to 1694, the publisher of the Gentleman's Journal, the first English magazine.
1600s.
So he was doing that in the
Yeah.
1600s.
It says yes, this practice dates back to the 17th century, maybe even earlier.
Ah,
Oh
dog.
my god.
All right, now we're going to get into people that you might know a little bit more. Kevin Gilbert. He was a musician known for dating Sheryl Crow, and he hung himself with a black hood on his face, and his head was slumped against a leather strap chained to the headboard of the king-size bed in the sparsely furnished living room. Why is your bed in your living room? That's the whole that's your problem right there. Is you got beds in the wrong places, people. Don't put your bed near a place you can hang yourself.
What happened to just jacking it? man?
Yeah, right. I'm too busy to be doing all this other.
That's too much
shit.
work for
I
10
got-
seconds worth of.
man.
You know.
Right, that's my thing, dude. Like, come on. Okay, you don't know who that is. Do you know who Vaughn Bodie is?
Vaughn Bodie. That
He was a
sounds-
comic book artist, commonly known for his strange comic character Cheech Wizard.
No.
In 1975, a friend broke down his door and found him laying on his back with his feet in the closet. He wore a leather mask with a slit for each eye and one for his mouth. He had garroted himself to death for pleasure. Now I have to know what
What is
garroted
garroted?
means.
Yeah, what is garroted?
This never ends, Fred.
That's
You
I
know,
am
it's called a rabbit hole, man.
Garroted. I am garroted. Kill by strangled himself, typically with an iron collar or a length of wire or cord.
Damn.
So there you go. Reverend Gary Altridge,
Oh.
a quote unquote responsible, wholesome, and conservative pastor, was found dead in 2007. There is a dildo in the anus covered with a condom.
Oh,
There are
with
numerous
the-
straps and cord restraining the descendant. There is a leather belt around the midriff and plastic cords also tied about the hands and feet with a single plastic cord extending up the head and surrounding the lower neck. How do you fucking set that shit up?
Yeah.
I can't get 7 seconds to poop.
Dude,
You
and
do.
why
These
would you
people-
put a rubber on a dildo? You know, come on.
Well, I would assume that's so that it doesn't.
You don't get the rubber
Inside of you.
burns. I don't know.
All right, we're skipping number 5 because no one knows who František Kozara is.
Yes, that guy.
Yeah, we all know this. What about Stephen Milligan? He was a conservative MP, right wing. In 1997, he was found dead by his secretary, dressed in stockings and a suspender belt with plastic bag around his head, and electrical cord around his neck.
Poor
Jeez,
secretary.
man.
Jesus,
That's
man.
too much, man. Because like something go wrong, you can't.
And here's the top 2. That's sad. David Carradine, man.
Yeah.
He died in June 3rd, 2009. He was 72.
He
72.
killed Bill.
72 doing that, man.
He was naked and hanging by a rope in the room's closet, giving rise to speculation the death was a suicide. However, revelations from 2 of his former wives said that David's self-interest, including self-bondage, led people to conclude that his death was a result of accidental asphyxiation.
Oh.
And they said that it was supported by 2 autopsies. So, and then number 1 was Michael Hutchins.
Walt Disney.
Michael Kellen John Hutchins, too many names, was an Australian musician and actor. He was a founding member, lead singer. Oh, okay. I thought I did know that. He was the founding member and lead singer and lyricist of the rock band INXS
Yeah,
Oh,
that's-
okay.
I remember.
from 1977 until he died in 97. He was 38, and he was in it. Oh my God, man!
What they said sing?
INXS? They
INXS.
said, "Tie me up, baby." Their number 1 song is "Tie Me Up."
Yeah,
Choke
yeah.
my fucking dick.
That's crazy.
Never Tear Us Apart. Need You Tonight. Mystify. I don't know.
need you tonight.
Devil Inside. That song's like
Yeah, I
Devil
remember.
Inside,
Okay, Devil
Devil
Inside.
Inside.
Yeah.
fucking song
Every
sucks
single
and
one of
fucking
us
died.
Devil Inside.
Devil
Inside.
Gonna hit
Whoa.
So he was How is Alan not picking up this fucking cue that we're throwing it down, Fred? By the way,
No,
he was 38.
no, B ain't gonna show up for this.
We said devil inside like 16
No,
times.
Now, if B shows
He
up
was in a
with this,
kneeling
man,
position facing the door.
we'll get banned.
Yeah.
He's got too much material for this.
Sensation.
He had used he used his own snakeskin belt to tie a knot on the automatic door closure at the top of the door, and had strained his head forward into the loop so hard the buckle had broken. So
Couldn't get it off his neck.
pretty much, that's crazy, man.
Dang.
That is a great way to end. Happy Pride Month, everybody.
Ah.
That has nothing to do. None of those people were gay, and if they were, that's okay. That's not what's weird about them. People were gay. That shit is gross. Specifically.
That is
Terrible, man.
crazy, man.
Terrible.
So, happy 97th episode. Tune in next week for God knows where next week's headed, ladies and gentlemen. This is 2 weeks in a row that we have inadequately prepared, or have prepared but have not talked about it with each other, so we have no idea where this fucking shit's going anymore. The
Hey.
train's off the rails. That
What
is
you
not a racist term. We're off the reservation.
Hey,
Fred.
It is against trains.
Hey, I heard
Uh-oh.
you guys were talking about me.
Uh-oh.
About
Nope.
me being inside.
You missed your time.
I
You
did
missed
not
your
miss my
NXS
time.
Yep.
You
I'm
know the guy from
reclaiming my
NXS?
time. Hey, Freddie, how
Uh-oh.
the anal beads working for you?
Hey, guess where I sent my kids today?
No, sir.
Oh.
Bible school. I sent them to Bible
No.
school.
Oh, you didn't like that. Oh, you sounds like a kitty cat.
Actually, I'm going to go ahead and leave because we're going to get in trouble.
All right, good night, everybody. Say good night,
Good
guys.
night, everybody.
Merry Christmas from my family to yours.
How about happy Juneteenth?